since June 1st. We traveled to Africa and got to Nairobi on June 2nd. And on June 3rd, we made a trip to Nairobi, from Nairobi to Kisumu, and staying with Brad and Ellie Harris, who are missionaries with 10 Acres Bible Mission. And ever since, we've been teaching on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the last 2 weeks now, and we've got one more week to go through the book of Galatians with the men. And it has been amazing time, just spending time looking through the Word of God at the way of salvation, and that it's not by works, but it's all by just faith. And so that's what we've been teaching and dealing with, and with dealing with that, we also face all the things that they've been taught with salvation being by baptism or by works, or dealing with apostles and teaching that apostles, the position of the apostles aren't given today, and that we do not have apostles or prophets or anything like that. And so that's really what we've been doing, is just going verse by verse through the book of Galatians with these pastors of these churches. And the things that I've been really enjoyed is really getting to see their need and their desire to know the Word of God, and just being able to be a part of their life, being willing to, or being able to invest time here just for this 1 month that we're gonna be here, I guess. And so that's what we've done. We've done some tourist things. We've gone to what's called Impala Park, which is a sanctuary there for animals, and we saw monkeys, baboons, lions, cheetah, which we got to go into the cheetah pen to pet the cheetah. And so other than that, yeah, we've just been doing that, and going to a church here called Calvary Chapel, and going to services there, and being a part of the culture. So that's what we've done.
So what's the biggest difference between where you're at and what we're used to over here?
I don't even know where to start.
I mean, lifestyle wise, I mean, we should be pretty grateful.
People in America take for granted what they have. Coming over here has shown me how materialistic we can be, and that we are. Yes, they want what we have and stuff, but they have nothing. It's a very poor country. But they make it. They make it do. They make what they have do.
So if you take the poorest man on the streets in the United States, how rich is he compared to an average African person?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
if you take somebody who's living on the streets, are they technically richer than somebody who is needy in Africa?
Say what?
If you take a person who is currently living on the streets, for say here in Billings, how much more do you think that he has than somebody in Africa where you're at, and people who you're working with?
Honestly, I don't think it matters. Comparing money to money, but what it matters is comparing, their sin and sin. That they're both equal, and I mean, it is very dark here, but it's also very dark in America as far as salvation. I mean, they believe in something totally different than what we've ever been taught. Well, I would say that we've ever been taught, but they take everything and just what people say, and they believe it. They don't actually seek it out for themselves.
They just think that because somebody else believes it, that is right.
They just believe based off of what some person says. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So we know they need the gospel. So besides that, what do you think their biggest need is?
Man, there's no bigger need. There's no bigger need than that.
Right, right. Well, good. How much longer do you have?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Are you ready to come home?
No,
No. All right. All right.
I'm
Well,
not.
well, thank you for that.